It all comes down to the game of cost and return between both parties. Believe it or not, in a relationship, the one in a higher position often feels invincible. This person isn't afraid of the relationship ending, isn't fearful of their partner withdrawing their love. Even if they leave, they'll still live freely and comfortably. But some people can't do that. They may subconsciously develop an overwhelming dependence on the relationship, even seeing their partner as their entire world. Every smile, every move from the other person affects their emotions, disturbing their peace of mind. In this type of relationship, it's painful for the one in a lower position, but emotionally they can't break free. They can't cut off a harmful relationship with rational detachment. So, you'll often see good-looking men and women, once caught in a relationship, start to act less intelligently. It's what's commonly called love brain, putting the other person above themselves, leaving themselves in a state of chaos. This isn't surprising, because some people lack the maturity to handle relationships. Their emotional dependence overpowers their rationality, so they stop considering the cost-to-return ratio. Even if they're hurt in the relationship, they won't leave. Rather than being about commitment to love, it's about lacking the ability to make decisive changes. They don't care about themselves, but keep chasing the elusive fantasy of love. To me, healthy love has specific standards. If someone says they love you, words can't prove it. Of course, gifts or good intentions are part of it, but not the whole. In fact, I believe the only standard for a good relationship is whether the other person ignites your kindness and positivity, or whether they stir up negative emotions and low energy in you. If it's the former, they're probably your true match. If it's the latter, it's likely time to distance yourself. In relationships, the one who suffers must change. Or more specifically, you either leave or you change yourself. If you feel your partner isn't ambitious enough to support a stable life, the best approach isn't to force them to change. They probably won't listen. People are awakened by reality, not by a sudden transformation. From the perspective of cost and return, if you feel powerless, painful, and helpless in the relationship, that's the return you're getting. As for the cost, whether it's communication or emotional energy, those are clear. It's like a math problem. The answer is clear to you, your feelings won't lie to you. If you want to change the stifling state in a relationship, there are only two ways. 1. You may actually be able to change your partner, but as reality often shows, that's rarely possible. Decades of thought and decision-making systems can't be easily corrected by verbal persuasion. 2. If you can't change your partner's state, change yourself. Allow yourself to grow and allow others to be themselves. Let go of the desire to change others. Focus on yourself. Invest your time and energy into yourself. Perhaps once you start moving forward, you'll realize you no longer get caught in the whirlpool of love. Your career, your life with a sense of order, will bring you more joy and security than any romantic relationship. The best way to understand someone is through feedback. Here's one thing to understand. Whether or not you give is up to you, but whether or not you get feedback is up to the other person. These two shouldn't be confused, because the demands of both parties are different. If you have the ability to love, it shows you have the capacity to love others. If the other person can't reciprocate or takes your efforts for granted, it's important to understand their nature. I don't want my readers to view male-female relationships through excessive emotion. In essence, it's no different from any other relationship and shouldn't be romanticized. It's said that only those born into wealth are true romantics. Such people have abundant resources, so they can love without counting the cost or expecting anything in return. But for most people, love always comes with expectations of reciprocity. If you're with someone, and even though the love is strong, you still feel something is off, your career isn't advancing, your life lacks a healthy rhythm, or your emotions aren't stable or joyful, then you need to reassess that love. In other words, you need to pay attention to the feedback you're getting. Be sincere. Don't deceive yourself. Love between men and women is like gardening. There's no reason for someone to claim how much they love and care for you, but you can't feel it. It doesn't exist. True love is tangible. It's about food, walks, and life itself. Healthy love cultivates a good state and a healthy life, not a toxic one that drains both parties. Attraction makes the relationship, but same frequency maintains it. Relationships don't need a premise. Perhaps it's just a coincidence or because they noticed you in a crowd. But maintaining a relationship requires both parties to have similar understanding and abilities. First, you need to know how to screen people. Not everyone is a match. People carry their own inherent nature, and if their understanding isn't developed, it's hard for two people to improve together. It's hard to ensure that both will become allies in life and work together to navigate life's challenges. In reality, many people are pragmatic. Love and being loved require conditions. You choose each other, but behind it all, there's always a consideration of benefits. When you look into it, it includes appearance, temperament, family background. Everything becomes part of the consideration. Is there love without any value considerations? I think it's rare. It may happen in the early stages of a relationship or in youth. During that phase, life doesn't need too many practical factors. A simple look or a walk can be romantic, but once we enter the adult world, we're all tested by life's pressures. At this point, your ability to make money, your social influence, and your value points become important. So, whether it's in male-female relationships or in a family, the only principle that allows you to stay calm without self-exhaustion is possessing strong value. Once you become successful, many relationships will align with you, adapt to you, and work with you to coexist.